There's this idea I've always clung to. Most people won't even consider it. How to word this, because I want to say it's like despite not being of our era, these rituals deserve like respect and recognition. Despite their aversion to current society, these ancient rituals have been lost to time. So when these ideas pop into my head, are they coming from me, or is it or are they coming from me, or are they coming from somewhere else? I've been working on the rituals of this one tribe. I guess there's actually really no reason to have it like that. We might as well just full screen it, give it the full go. No harm in that. Got nothing to put on the other side. Fuck! I don't know what to do. I know where I want to go with this, but fuck, guys, I'm fucking tired. And Smokey's gonna be pissed again if I don't play Warcraft, even though he's not here. But fuck him. Smokey, if you're here, I'll play Warcraft right fucking now. Pop up, bitch. the cooch. Do you ever find in your work that you're... how do I say this? It's like a clicking moment when everything falls into place and there's only one possible outcome. But how do I ask that? Should I be asking that? I've come to the point in my craft where all the pieces have aligned. As if the whole process had led to this one moment. It's a bad way to say it. I don't think there needs to be a comma there. Just point in my craft where all the pieces... I've come to the point in my craft where all the pieces have aligned. There's only one possible outcome. As if it had all been leading towards this unknowingly. As if unknowingly it had been leading... Okay, I think this is the tactic, actually. So this is setting up the goal, is to develop it. And then we get to the tactic. And the tactic is through my creative process, and the creative process is me thinking about this. Come to the point in my craft where all the pieces have aligned. There's only one possible outcome. This final ritual the product of all that came before. I'm just wondering if I need to put more here, if we can just move on. Because we've already kind of just done the tactic. It's like... I think maybe talk more about this before I go to this. So it's like, I've been working on the rituals of this one tribe, the Kucha. There needs to be like an intro sentence here, like spending such great amount of time developing these fascinating culture. Something like studying. Something along the lines of, you know, the thoughts that I've been having are like studying. It's like it's just coming to me as if I'm like studying the topic, but I'm creating it. I'm not sure if I need something here, but I'm just gonna do this. Possible intro sentence. Not sure. Move on. Product of all that came before. My mind burned hot as it calculated. No. My mind distances. The thoughts and the words spin. I don't know how many breaths there were, but it was probably multiple digits. I blinked hard as I caught myself. Wandering away from my body as always. My eyes stung as I tried to keep them open. My efforts were futile. At least with them closed, imagining was easier. I could see it now. The Festival of Succession. Okay, I think this is the perfect time to transition into the expectation of me, like, falling asleep. And I don't think it can start off like that. Festival of Succession. Something like the world falls away. Something like the fog dims. The fog of my mind dims. Fog of my mind thins. Sensation and thought return to my mind. Yawn. Tip of my tongue. Yet nothing moved. Feeling lingered. Tried to breathe. Nothing. Awareness darted into my skull. Impact of awareness darted into my skull. I must have fallen asleep at my desk. I can feel myself in an upright position. Fucking hell, I cannot spell. I am so, like, what the fuck? How is it? What? Oh, my brain's broken, guys. Nothing looks right anymore, you know? You get to that point where everything kind of just, like, starts blending to fucking together. Okay, I must have fallen asleep at my desk and feel myself in the upright position. Well, this might be a first. Sleep paralysis at my desk. Okay, so that introduces the fact that I'd fallen asleep and I'm kind of like waking up, like I can feel that I can't move that much, right? And then ending with the sleep paralysis. So it's not sleep paralysis, it's a lucid dream. Okay, what's after this tactic? An outside experience. The village bustling to ready the feast. So it's not sleep paralysis, it's a lucid dream. So this kind of needs to like shift the tone to like psychological horror kind of idea. Trapped inside of your own body, unable to move, unable to breathe, barely feeling like you're conscious. Unable to move, unable to breathe. Trapped inside your own body. I always think, am I dead? Is this what it's gonna be like?
Never mind, the maid rated my
Oh
stream with
shit,
one
never
viewer.
mind, mate!
Welcome,
Yo,
Lotus,
what's up,
to the
brother? How's it
stream.
going? Welcome, welcome. How are you?
Be outside. I don't want to have to talk to your
How was the stream, brother? Welcome, welcome. Take a toke for you, my man. What were you up to? What were you doing, buddy?
Daddy's home.
I gotta make sure I spell it right. Okay. I think I got it. Never mind you, mate. There we go. Ah! Go check out Never Mind You, mate. We were chilling yesterday on the stream that we raided. I can't remember. I was fucking so tired yesterday. I'm still talking. I'm literally in this like hazy period that I'm like talking about, where you feel like you're fucking falling asleep. Well, you're awake, but you're like. It's like falling out of sleep almost. Like you're in that in between. It's not quite turning over. The scariest moments of sleep paralysis. And then your mind just clears, but you can't move, and you're like. Feel like you're suffocating. Minutes feel like hours. It's fucking brutal, and then it's like. And you just jolt yourself the fuck out of it, and you're good to go. Still super fucking scary moments, though. Is this what it's going to be like forever? Can't be dead if I still feel things. The thoughts start through your head pretty quickly. There's usually no rhyme or reason. Just the mind working itself out. Taking a while for my body to catch up. In my head, my heart's going 1,000,000 miles a minute. But in my chest, it's calm as ice. Just this pressure. Crushing down on me. Trying to explain like how you would feel if you just got into some fat guy's body, because he's like goes from being like a skinny dude to being like a fat dude, but then he starts to feel the sensations of realizing that there's more to this than just meets the eye. But this is still all happening, like the entirety of the story so far has happened within about 8 seconds. And this entire scene so far has been like 2 seconds. 2 or 3 seconds of just like random thoughts flying through my head of being like, oh, what's this, what's that, what's this, what's that. But I'm still like, groggy until I realize, and then the fear hits. This is when the fear hits. Like a bat to the knees. Down I go. If I could fall. best way I could describe it is falling in place. Like lagging in a video game. Like rubber banding. Like rubber banding in a video game over and over. I always think I'm dead. Is this what it's gonna be like forever? I can't be dead if I still feel things. Thoughts dart through my head pretty quickly. There's usually no rhyme or reason, just the mind working itself out, taking a while for my body to catch up. In my head, my heart is going 1,000,000 miles a minute, but my chest, it's calm as ice. Just this pressure crushing down on me. And if you know anything about sleep paralysis, guys, if you know anything about sleep paralysis, you will completely understand. I kind of really like that, though. Like this, I think this is really good. But that's just me, right? Some people hate their writing. Sometimes I fucking love it. And I'm like, why do I feel that this is so good? Because I know other people would be like, no, that's trash. That's shit. Fucking retard. Why would you ever think that that was good, you fucking idiot? What are you, 12 years old? You don't know how to write. But I like it, guys. Like, shut up! Do it better! Get good! I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good start, considering, like, where I'm at mentally right now. Like, fucking overtired as shit. It's fucking 7:30 in the morning. I've been up for... I got up at 12, that's 5, that's 19 hours. I've been up for like 19 hours. Oh, but it was the last day of work today for 2 months. Now we don't have to work. But I gotta do all this stream shit. I'm probably gonna pass the fuck out. And spend the next 5 days figuring out the schedule of what we're gonna do for the next 2 months. But I'm super excited, guys. This is big. This is really, really fucking big. Oh my god! I mean, what? And I don't know about the transitions. We'll have to see about the transitions, especially like here. Or is it? Yeah, here. Possible intro entrance. I don't know about here. Like using creative process to create these things, right? And just having this idea where everything falls into place and it could only be one way that the story goes. And that one way that the story goes is not the way anyone wants the story to go. But it's the only way that it can go. Because it's built up to this point where it's like, if it was done any other way, it just wouldn't have the impact that it does. It's so fucking good. But now the question is, Smokey's not here. We're not playing Warcraft. We're just calling it, and we're fucking off. We're walking off into the sunset, boys. Gone diddly boom, skedaddle fack. Ooshkin daisies, derpity furdop. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around. It was a fucking epic stream today, guys. Tomorrow we will have ASL to start off, most likely, but we're starting 1 hour earlier. So we're starting at 10:30 p.m. PST. So yeah, we'll see you guys there. And remember, you guys are fucking amazing. You are the everything. Never stop being you. Write to your heart's content. Use the creations of your mind to build yourself up. That's what it's all about, being a fucking creator. Whether it's just, you know, imagining things in your head or putting them down on paper, all that matters is the effort you put into it. But remember, guys, if you can't say fuck you to your friends, who can you say fuck you to? Fuck you! Okay, we'll do the back first, because the back is about the body. Whereas the water is about the body and the outside. And then it'll be the outside. So it'll be body, body, outside, and then outside. I think that's the best way to do the transition. So I could feel my back pressed against something hard. But it still felt like a cushion behind my back. A cushion against my back. Still felt like a cushion against my back. But oddly, it felt... Something like, it's not just a cushion around his back, but it's like around his entire body, and it's like he's wearing a fat suit or something like that. And it's like a weighted fat suit, but it's like he can feel the outside of it, so it's like his skin is just like expanded, and he's just this really fat fucking mess of a person, just dangling everywhere. Can barely move his own weight. But it still felt as if a cushion against me. I don't know, fucking spell. Sure. Every time. Still felt as a cushion behind my back. My skin felt inflated. Too heavy. I can feel the rolls of fat floating in the water. The sensation against my lower half. Cold and calm. As my breath and my heart were. But far from my mind. This was something new. these sensations. One hell of a vivid dream. Sound seeped into my head. Clanking of metal. Shouting of a crowd. The shuffle of feet. A village alive with expectation. And I was at the center of it. Mind plays tricks on you. Have you ever experienced an event just after waking up? Only later to find that it never happened. But it was so real. That's where I am right now. Not quite sure if I'm daydreaming or sleeping. Elements of the real world seeping into my dreams. This is where it all ends, though. I've been here before. It never lasts long. Once your mind picks up on it, Everything falls apart. The walls of the world crumble. I want to do something like, you know, like drooling on the keyboard or like drooling on your notebook and kind of making it like this, like, kind of badge of honor where it's like, you know, falling asleep at your desk and drooling all over your notebook all the time is like a sign of a good writer. With the familiar feel of my face against the my notepad, the smell of paper, and the feeling of the, you know, the drool in my beard. Welcoming that familiar feeling. Cold and wet. Soft smell, fresh paper. No, of aged paper. Drool in my beard and my notebook scarred with water marks. Badge of honor for a true writer. At least that's what I tell myself. Someone has to justify it. I waited. Okay, this is perfect. This actually just completely naturally transitions into scene 3. Because this is where I'm actually going to be like telling myself in my head, and this is the first time in the story where I actually form words in my mind and try to like have a thought in my head as opposed to just like scattered imaginings, right? So it's like this is like the first solid communication I make, which gives the person who's the owner of the body the notice that I'm there. And then this has to be the part where we have to figure out how to describe better that I, as the writer, have woken up in this person's body as a completely separate entity from the real person who I'm in their body. And we're communicating with each other. And they think that I'm the great spirit of the Kucha. And I'm like, the Kucha? Oh, well, that's the tribe that I was talking about. So, obviously, this is my creation, which means reinforcing even more that this is a dream. But the fact that I won't wake up from it makes it very weird. So it's like, is it a lucid dream? So I'm thinking it's a lucid dream, but the spirit in my head is thinking that it's reality for it. So it's kind of this back and forth, and you don't quite know if it's real or not. You are dreaming. Wake up, you idiot. You're dreaming. Old fear seeping into my bones. This dissonance between my body and my mind. Something is wrong. I just need to pinch myself. That always works. Simple tiny prick will shock me awake. I try to move, but it's no use. Feels like I'm wearing a 1,000-pound fat suit. But I can't even feel my bones or muscles struggling. Hmm. I'm like, is this a good transition? I need to say, like, wake up again. Or something like that. Still nothing. My mind was racing. How do I escape? Why am I trapped? I had to calm down. Think. How clear is my mind? Where am I right now? Who am I right now? Get your bumbling fat ass out of bed. Wake the fuck up. Screamed into my skull. Okay, that's a good transition. And then the voice is going to respond. Saying something like, does the Great Spirit find itself trapped? Or something like that. Because the initiation and conversation start off between the main character and the voice in his head, the Kucha chieftain himself, is thinks thanks Josh. Fire. True. Thinks that the Great Spirit is what's the main character is, and it's like tempting him, trying to break his spirit and make him basically show that he's not worthy, and like fall and show that he's more important than his own people, kind of thing. This is where we find out like more and like in depth about like the strength of a person who's the chieftain who's undergoing this, and it's kind of like the strength required of a leader and the sacrifices required of a leader in order to basically raise your people to the level of yourself. Oh, I know exactly. So even the Great Spirit's dream. Even the Great Spirit dreams. A voice from the abyss spoke. Sound piercing my skull. sound shaking my skull. It was imposing. Not threatening. But it was guarding my path. But it was guarding the path. What are you supposed to be, my alter ego? Too many late nights, my brain's finally telling me to calm down. Writer's work is never done. Not enough hours in the day. So I'll play along for now. Your powers show through your knowledge. Great Spirit, guide me in my efforts. Let me be worthy. Let my people be worthy. Who exactly are your people? You sound like you're important. Or at least you think you are. They want to go down the angle of like this is some sick joke of like everything is like mirroring the main character's like mindset almost towards it, where he's like fuck off, dude, this is my brain fucking with me, this is like the weirdest dream I've ever had, and when I wake up and I don't remember this, I'm gonna be so pissed off because this is such a great lead up into a story and I'm just not gonna remember it. This is like the worst part about being creative. It's like knowing that these things seep into the back of your mind and you'll never know about them. God, do I think I'm God, do I really sound that way to other people? If you're supposed to be me, I'm fucked. Your words fall flat on my ears. Great Spirit, am I not worthy? Riddles and games are for children. Have the ways of my people diverged from that of the spirits? Or are you some foul spirit here to unseat me? Trial of the Ancestors. Something like I couldn't have expected the Trial of the Ancestors to be so personal. And then I'm gonna have like a quit back like, what are you talking about? That's exactly what this is all about. So it's kind of like we're having two different kind of conversations in the same, right? Because it's like I'm kind of answering his questions in a way, but not directly. So it's kind of like he has to interpret what I'm trying to say, but I'm just kind of flipping out saying my own thing as if like my mind is playing tricks on me, and it's like, oh, you have to discover these things about yourself, and I'm like, fuck off, I don't need to worry about this shit, I know what I'm doing. But clearly not, because shit hits the fucking fan. A trial one can only know once entered. If it is a reflection of oneself, they choose to ignore. One can only know once entered. If it is a reflection of oneself, they choose to ignore. Facing who you are. Can only be done by you. Because you're the only one who has the knowledge. Just it is a reflection of oneself they choose to ignore. Thrown in a pit. Thrown in the pit. To like reconcile their differences. See eye to eye. Face your true self. Stripped plain and bare. Slapped in the face. No, this is the chieftain's voice, not my voice. This is the hardest part about it, is like the switching of voices for dialogue and stuff like that. This is like one of the things I'm just bad at. Because I always revert back to what the original narrator's voice is, aside from the character that's talking during the dialogue. And it's like, and I've been told that my characters have too much knowledge of what's going on, and that's like, comes off through me writing that character with the wrong voice. Pitted against a truth you can't deny. Truth you can no longer deny. Because you've been denying it the whole time. Now I'm like, do I do something that's along the lines of like, bravery is not the absence of fear, it's acting in the spite of it? or like courage. And it's like turning your fear into resolve. And maybe thinking that the spirit thinks that his resolve is not strong enough. Fragile in the face of fear. Something like, but standing nonetheless, but not like nonetheless. Like, yet standing at its side, but I don't know if that gets the... Like, if that's just my abstractness coming out too much. Because we're supposed to get rid of that and be more grounded and direct. It's just the first draft. We can fix it later, but we need to know what we're trying to say in order to, you know, add the subtext later and to kind of squish everything down a bit more and get rid of the filler. But just for now, it just needs to be put on the paper, on the page. Get out of my head onto the paper. But I think this and the next scene are probably two of the hardest scenes because they're extremely dialogue heavy and they're extremely like exposition heavy about what is exactly happening right now and what's going to happen. And, like, preparing for that. But removed from your path, no. Fragile in the face of fear. Yet standing against the tide. Boom. Fragile in the face of fear, yet standing against the tide. So it's like you're like crumbling, but you're still standing up because it's like you know that even in the face of this like horrificness, there is something that you need to hold on to, protect, and defend against, and you're the only one who can do it. Fear of what? Failure? Say riddles are for children, yet you use them. You can act honorable. You can act proud and honorable. But all men crumble. Exhibit A. This dream, my mind. Maybe I have gone too far. Let my creations master me. Exhibit A, this dream, my mind. Maybe I've gone too far. I'll let my creations master me. Now some semblance of me is trying to talk sense. I think I moved way beyond that. A whole new level of talking to yourself. So I'll indulge you, mysterious voice. I don't know why I said that. So I'll indulge you. Now I'm like, do I say that he's a Kucha, or does he say that he's a Kucha? I'll say something like, elaborate on your grand existence, oh honorable one, or some shit like that. just gonna say, who are you? I mean, that kind of works, right? Because it's going along with it, because it's like, okay, well, I already asked you, kind of like... wake the fuck up. Hey, because he's talking to me, so even the Great Spirit dreams. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? What are you supposed to be, my alter ego? Right, your power shows through your knowledge. Let my people be worthy. Exactly are your people? You sound like you're important. And then they ask again, who are you? I think the repetition works actually really well there. And then and establishing that he responds something like, I'm not a simple name, I am but a Kucha chieftain. We, you know, give up our names when we become one with the, so we can become one with the great ancestors. We are all one, neither of us and none of us have names. We are simply the great spirit of our ancestors. But I think we're gonna call it here, guys. It's been a pretty good day. We're at 9 hours. That's pretty decent. I'm kind of like I feel like I'm losing my grip on the story. So, I think now is just a good time to call it. Oh, but we'll be back again tomorrow! And like it says, every day from now on, we'll be going 1 hour earlier until we're up to 5:30 p.m. PST time, and that's going to be the new stream start time. We'll probably still be ending around the same time since I'm not working now, so we're going to be doing like between like 9 and, 13, 14 hour streams. Hopefully get everything in, because I mean, we were what? At the 7.5 hour mark, and we still haven't done the react video, and we still haven't done the commentary for today, and we still haven't played Warcraft. But that's all because of the ASL. The ASL's fucking everything up. But I still want to get some writing in because I'm just addicted to this story. Because I don't know what it is. I'm just loving the voice I'm developing while writing this story, and just this style of drafting, as opposed to my very structured, strict, original draft. And again, it kind of mixes that abstract esotericness with that gruff reality of how people think. That it's not straightforward. It's like stuttered, and it's worked through in the moment. Like, talking about it expresses its own solution through just thinking about it. And that's like the experience that I want the reader to kind of have, like a learning experience as you're going along with the story. Oh. But anyways, guys, remember, you guys are fucking amazing. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back again tomorrow. And remember, never stop being you. Never stop creating. Always be on top. I mean, what? Anyways, remember, if you can't say fuck you to your friends, who can you say fuck you to? Fuck you! I am the chieftain. Wow, Smokey, you're just getting fucked over, and I don't know why. I don't know why, Smokey. I don't know why. I know we kind of had the rabies zombie idea already, but this gives it the alternative in initiation point, random happenstance, rather than the virus mutating because the victim survived. True, Sean. Chieftain of what? I guess chieftain of who? The Kucha tribe. And do you believe I'm the Great Spirit? I'm fascinated with the bubonic plague. That's amazing, Smokey. I love it. I think that's what it's called. You mean how it's spelled? Nice. I have no idea how many bees are in it or not. Couldn't tell you. Only the Great Spirit can inhabit the body of another man. Wait, was that... You're just fucking up now, Smokey. I have no idea what you're even trying to do. You might as well just go back on kick, bro. Like this obviously is just not working for you. Like, I have no idea. I think it's just broken. I think you just broke it by using it so much, Smokey. I'm trying to put myself in that perspective and be like, what would be the next thing that should happen here? Like, how am I responding to this being like, he's just told me I'm in his body. To be like, so this is your body. But I don't want to do it. I just want to do like the summarization in my head. So it's like, is that why I couldn't control myself? And also why my body feels so much bigger. I must weigh like 500 pounds. Aku from Crash Bandicoot. Sure, Smokey. Let's go with that. Its mind belongs to that body. I am always to observe. This is one hell of a dream. Do I say who I am, or just be the Great Spirit? I did create it, so I can definitely play it. Did create it, so I can definitely play it. So if I'm inside your head, there must be a reason, right? I didn't bring myself here. So you must have. Harlock is upon us. Great Spirit speaks to me. Actually, I think this needs to go here because this is... Chieftain knows that the Great Spirit dwells within him, so he has to address his people. And this is where he's going to take a deep breath, right? Or is this the speech, and then after it is the sneeze? Okay, so the speech is first, and then the sneeze. To show that no matter how hard the character tries, he's not going to be able to move. Because it's all based on, like the feeling of sneezing, right? So it's like a automatic response, right? It's not something you can just stop. It's not something you can just hold back. It shows how powerful the mind and control of his body the chieftain has, as well as how little control that the character inside of the head has. So it has like this dual purpose to it. My eyes opened. A moonless sky. Constellations I could not recognize. Stared back at me. Wait, I'm wondering, did I already do this? Hold on. Or did I just... am I just rewriting this? I am just rewriting it. Eyes open to moonlight constellation. Constellations I could not recognize stared back at me. Yo, Blessed, how's it going, bro? We are writing. We are back to writing, good sir. How are you today? The orange flicker of flames. Illuminated. The spectacle before me. A whole village, mild pain, halfway to fixed circadian rhythm. Glad to fixing it and see morning sunlight. Ah, that's good, Blessed. Very, very good. The orange flicker of flames illuminated the spectacle before me. The village alive with life. Pots with fires under them stewed. Some villagers throwing in spice, others stirring. How are you? I am doing very well, Blessed. Very, very well. Feels good, man. We're back to writing again. We finally got onto the writing again. It feels good to get some words down on paper, you know? They all turn toward the pot that I sat in. Smiles of joy and looks of relief. I was like, how do I start that off? I'm glad to be taking control of my destiny. Hell yeah, Blessed, that's what it's all about, man. Only you have the power to do what you need to do in order to do what you need to do to have the power to do what you need to do. So always know that the ball's always in your court no matter what you think. Smiles of joy and looks of relief spread across young and old faces. I misses your... That's what it's all about! That's what it's all about! Do I really say that? That's what it's all about. Hell yeah, that's what it's all about, bro. Maybe I do, because that seems like that's an auto response. Like I can just put my mind into that, and then I just instantly just like, it's like Pavlovian response. That's what it's all about, bro. It is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Life's fucking hard. Life fucking sucks, and then you die. Don't know what to tell you other than get your shit together. Smiles of joy and looks of relief spread across the old faces. Young and old faces. Their attention directed at me. The Kucha has been seen worthy. By the Great Spirit. Put a dick in life's mouth. Life sometimes likes a dick in its mouth. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Can't do much. Just gotta go along with it. Play the cards that are dealt to you. You can't win them all, but you can't also lose them all, right? Our clan will continue. Our way of life is recognized. Knock up Mother Nature? No, Mother Nature would knock me up. She'd be my Dommy Mommy. From Germany. Or super tall Asian. Or Ethiopia. Like one of those like 6'5" women. Fuck yeah. The ebony skin. That shit's hot as fuck. Bowl and upper lip. Not quite sure about that one, blessed. That's native style? Oh, you mean like the... Yeah, the okay, now I know what you mean. Like the... you put the in there, and it goes like... And you have like a... There's a piece of weed in my mouth. Probably a piece of weed stuck to my finger, because I didn't look at my finger before I put it in my fucking mouth. Oh, good times. Okay. Now I really taste weed. Woo! Okay, let's just see. Our way of life is recognized. So I just have to get across that he's giving the speech to them. Our walk has been blessed. Come forward, my son. From behind the pot, standing on a stage, a makeshift stage, My head turns to see. My head turns. To see behind the pot. Standing on a makeshift stage, a large throne behind him, stood a young man with fat rolls protruding across his body. Pillsbury fucking Doughboy. Except he's made out of chocolate. Damn, that kind of makes me hungry. Oh shit, we're mid-ad. I gotta take a piss. Grab a drink. Probably gonna grab a snack too. So, I will, see you guys in a sec. Fuck you. Oh shit. A glazed donut. Not really a fan of sweets, but once in a while, you know, a little bit of a sugar rush isn't too bad. There's usually sweets in the house for like the day my parents go shopping, and then the day after they're all gone. Just like a Walmart glazed donut. To Kali, he wanted a donut earlier today. That's what made me think about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a donut as a snack later. But I didn't want to upset Callie and say that I have donuts and bring one out on him. Glizzies. Not hot dogs. I have no idea where hot dogs came from, but okay. Okay, blessed. Hey, Q. True. The man walked forward. Placed his hand on my head. Let me be as worthy, Father, for you have taught me well. I will uphold my ways. I will uphold our ways. I'm going to home make donuts. Nice. I used to do that with a deep fryer. The man stepped back and sat down on the throne. My mouth moved on its own. Words spouted from my maw. Tomorrow my life changes. Full day of productivity. I mean, I'm thinking the same way. So, because September, like, I've used these last kind of 5 days as a vacation away from work. But starting September 1st, that's when, like, all the new stuff. We're going for advertisements. We're going to see how much money we can be able to spend on things. We're going to do whatever we can to try and get small ads and promotions. And we're going to try and spend more time with, like, on YouTube as opposed to, like, on Twitch. Trying to build the audience on YouTube of the story channel. And as well as writing smut stories on the side, off stream. How much have I made you so far? Probably like $3, Queen? Live streams on YouTube? No, I don't do live streams on YouTube because I can instantly get banned because if I just bring up, if there's just somehow the wrong sound in it. It's something like that. I can look. As far as I know, you're the only person in here who has turbo. So all the turbo money I've gained is from you. So without today, it's $2.25. So with today, it should be like $2.60. So like almost $3. It's not fucking bad at all. Not at all. Apparently you guys need to get Prime, and we'll make some bank on the cash cow. Hell yeah, Queen. Gotta do whatever you gotta do to get the money. Don't worry, I won't milk you dry. Twitch will, though. I wonder how much time. So, how much is it for Turbo? It's like $14 for Turbo, right? And if I'm live, let's say 7 hours, and 7 hours is 30 cents. So you would have to watch like 15 hours. Well, I guess it depends on how many ads there are. But in general, let's just say you'd have to watch about 15 hours of Twitch a day to equalize, like, that payment in ads. So think about it, like, I only get half, so Twitch gets 30 cents. So they get your $16 plus whatever the ad incentive is. But I don't know if they get any money from that or if that goes just all to me. And that's the reason why. They get the $14, but I get all of the ad. Even though you don't watch the ad, I still get paid for it. I don't know. I think it's a really fucked up system, and I don't think they really understand how it's going to go. And I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf it again. Because they nerfed it as soon as Asmon showed how much money he was making from Turbo. And he was like, I don't even run ads. And then the next day, it was literally like fucking nerfed to shit. But that's their own fault for not figuring out their back end, right? I still don't understand how, if you're the only person, you earn me the same amount of money, if not more money, you yourself, than all of my other viewers combined. Which, I mean, is like super incentive for me to tell people to get Twitch Turbo. Because it'll make me more money. Fucking nerf herders. Can you milk anything with a nipple? You can milk anything with nipples. I mean, sure. Sure, Blessed. Sure. Let's go with that. To return will make Amazon more money if you think about it. Yeah. And they're all about that moolah. In in 50 years, there'll be 3 companies: Google, Amazon, and Apple. And then in 500 years from now, there'll all be one company. It'll be called Brondo. Huh. Trying to think of what he's gonna say. I was dying, huh? Oh, it's a joke from Idiocracy, because in Idiocracy, the single company that the entire world is employed by is Brondo, and it's basically like Gatorade. And their plants are dying because they're feeding Gatorade, which is Brondo, to the plants. And the main character basically tries to fix society by feeding water to the plants. But the companies are like, no! Because then, you know, we won't sell as much Brondo. And then the company, like, stock market crashes and everyone gets fired. Fucking hilarious movie. You should, if you haven't seen Idiocracy, you should watch Idiocracy. It is It is, it's a pretty fair assessment of what the future kind of looks like it's headed, if we don't invent AI to fix us. It's, starring, Luke Perry. Or, sorry, not Luke Perry, Luke Wilson. They're, like, Owen Wilson's, younger brother. There needs to be some sort of speech that he says to, like, incite the fucking thing. But I don't know what it should be. Something like, we shall begin, or shall we begin, or the feast begin. Come, brethren, take from my flesh. I am prepared. You must be prepared as well. The great spirits have spoken. I feel like AI would see humans as a lost cause and leave the planet. Yeah, true, Queen. I mean, I'd feel the exact same way. But hey, you know, probably kidnap a few human babies to raise on their own, start human their way. I mean, that's a very, very valid assessment of what actual artificial intelligence would do. And that's the question of, will we be brains in jars, or will we be truly digital? Because some people would say that transferring your data is only like cloning you, so you're not really you, so you actually die. So the only way that you know that it's truly you is to have a brain in a jar. Because then you know that it's your brain and it's you. So those are pretty much the two different kinds of, like, branches of technology for, like, you know, space travel for the future. Because you're not going to be able to survive in a human body. Like, as soon as we can discard the human body, that's what we're going to do. Because the human body fucking sucks. The brain is all we need. So I take my brain out of my body and put it into a mechanical body with, like, inside of a tank instead of, you know, but have the exact appearance. It's just, you know, I don't have all the downsides of being fucking human. I think that's the ultimate evolution of an intelligent species. Yeah, we don't under conscience. Who knows if we ever will? Yeah, we don't understand conscience. Yeah, consciousness. Yeah. I don't think we ever truly will, because I don't think it's something that's capable of the physical form. The only way to truly know is to not have a physical form, i.e. be dead. But that's just what death to the physical form is not death to the mind. At least I don't think so. I don't either. Yeah. I mean, the one scientific thing that we know is that the electrical energy that's in your brain doesn't disappear when you die. It's noticeably detectable at the point in time when your brain shuts down. I don't think it's my thing, Queen, is that I don't think your consciousness is actually inside of your brain. I think your brain is like a TV or a computer that is receiving like picking up an outside signal, like your TV picking up like cable or something like that. And when you die, it's kind of the amount of signal that you're getting is from here. So you could say that there's one consciousness technically, like a universal consciousness that we all tap into a little tiny piece of that, like energy. Exactly. And the energy that's in your brain that's detectable beyond the functional amount that's needed for it to actually exist is what you would call, like, excess consciousness. And that's just what you're picking up. So you're kind of experiencing it. And the size of the brain, which is the component that's used to pick up the signal, is... And my argument for this... that's an interesting thought. Yeah. And my, like, scientific argument for this is how does every single organ that we have that is a sensory organ develop? And that's through interaction. So our eyes evolved because our bodies interacted with light, right? Our taste buds evolved because we interacted with physical matter. Our hearing evolved because we interacted with the particles in the air. So, I think logically you could also say your brain evolved because it was exposed to consciousness. Chris Langan says we are censors for God. Yeah, basically something like that, blessed. If I have no idea who he is. I've heard the name before, but I don't actually know who he is. Isn't he like a guy who's trying to bridge like science and religion? So he takes like religious things and tries to find scientific understanding behind them. But it's all in the preface of trying to prove God's existence. Let's see if I can pull up a picture. Math and God. Okay, so it's specifically about math. Yeah, I've never seen a picture of this guy before. Dumbest, smartest man in the world. Interesting takes. Interesting thought, though. Yeah, I love the thought behind it. That's where my brand takes me to these pluses, guys. It's okay, Chad. I got this. I'm gaining back control. Let's go. Hold on, you can't be serious. You're just gonna go through with this? Isn't my presence alone enough to prove that you're worthy? Believe we had magic at one point in human history. I believe that in the same way, Queen, but it's the Asimov's idea of sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, and I believe that acts and miracles that happened in the past have been facilitated by things that people believe was magic, but was in fact some form of technology, or something of a future evolution of the brain, you know? Like beings that have a more advanced brain power, or an understanding of how to unlock the true brain power of a human, and our true potential. So either it's the potential within the human brain, or it's some sort of thing that's making that within the brain, or it's just straight up some kind of technology. But I believe the same thing, that there was something akin to magic in the past. And there was some sort of united global civilization. I believe that either there was... Because you can see across the world remnants of it, right? And I've kind of used that... magic is... Okay, magic is going to sleep with the Ark of the Covenant and waking up in the morning, collecting the white crystal off of the ground, and baking it into bread. And that's how the Israelites survived 40 years in the desert with the Ark of the Covenant. And it's believed that that was element 115. Which is like pure gold. So it's called like white gold. And it's basically like a superconductor. In the fact of it has like anti-gravity almost components to it. As if it's like, the idea of it itself is like a white hole. Matter transformations? Yeah. Like turning water into wine, conjuring up enough fish to be able to feed everyone. Well, yes, but that's a partial element of it. And that's one element that's been extrapolated into something that would be alchemy. But alchemy is more to deal with the chemical mixture as opposed to the power of your brain to be able to make something happen, right? It's like if you took the idea of alchemy and made it so that your brain could do that. Your brain could just, like, make things multiply. And say, like, oh, I have 2 cups now. And you're literally defying the I'm here to ruin this stream. I've written alchemy as potions, yeah. And it's like using chemicals, right? And like combining chemicals and the understanding of how elements work together. It's basically like alchemy at heart is like particle physics. Trying to figure out how everything fits together at the base level. Just they didn't have powerful enough telescopes to understand, you know, the difference between them. Or a chemist, yeah. Chemistry. But I'm talking like a mix between pseudoscience, like psychic powers, and an ability to alter reality. Because I believe fundamentally consciousness creates reality, so thus consciousness has the power to manipulate it. And whether you can believe that's in the factor of prayer, or like projection, or whatever. And at the end of the day, it can simply be as much as you seeing the good and the light in the world versus seeing the darkness and the bad. And one of you is enthusiastic and motivated, and the other is depressed and can't get out of bed. And to me, it's purely a perspective matter. Not on the extremes, though, because then you're dealing with like people that have imbalance with chemicals in their brain, that they feel a certain way and they don't have the ability to produce those chemicals in the same way. So in a generalization, I'm just talking about a healthy, functioning, normal brain within the normal spectrum, not outside of the crazy norms. Studying manifestation. I've done crazy shit with my mind. Studying manifestation. Yeah, exactly. It's like, are you truly manifesting it into reality? Is it you picking up on signals and the ideas you're coming into your head are perspectives of reality? Or is it just pure 100% coincidence? And I don't think there's any scientific way to prove any one of those three. You have to decide how much of each one of these three you want to believe. Plot twists, it's all of it. BioShock teaches you that simply speaking or thinking it create the universe of that timeline. And same thing with like believing in your creations and being a creator and a writer. And that's kind of what this story is about. Creating this tribe and this ritual